Robert, we have a huge Alejandro Garnacho update. We also have an update on Mateta to Manchester United. This is going to be the latest news summary, so let's get into it now. Let's start off by talking about Garnacho. It has been confirmed by Fabrizio that he will be leaving Manchester United at the end of, or during this summer transfer window. There's lots of clubs interested, a few Premier League clubs interested, and also Napoli, as well as Bayer Leverkusen. Now, in terms of Manchester United, we know Garnacho is going to go ever since the fallout post-Europa League. Ever since Europa League final, when Garnacho come out with the comments, I think that's where it ended really for Garnacho at United. We know he's a player that Manchester United will get pure profit from, and a lot of clubs will be interested in signing him. Now, obviously, they won't be interested. Certain clubs won't be interested in him due to the financials that he would have, and that's by Leverkusen. But there will be clubs certainly interested in signing Alejandro Garnacho. Listen, it's the way Garnacho has, like, his career at United. I thought it would have went better than this. I think I thought when he came into the United team, I thought he'd be someone who would be in the club for see his career out of the club. Obviously, he joined as a 16-year-old in the academy, made his debut under Ten Hag, but has always had the attitude and discipline issues. Now, listen, the exit for him makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense why United would be looking at Garnacho to go. He's gone from Manchester United, and that ultimately is the end of the road for him. And yeah, listen, it's frustrating because, as I said, I think there is a player there in Garnacho, and he does have a unique profile. But if he doesn't fit the Amorim system, Amorim's obviously had enough of him at the club. You have to respect the manager's decision, and yeah, he will leave the football club. Again, listen, I don't want to see him playing in the Premier League team. That's the same with Rashford as well. You want, hopefully, it's Napoli or Juventus or Leverkusen that come in and sign him. Obviously, Ten Hag being at Leverkusen would be massively helpful, because you don't want to see a player of Garnacho's calibre in the Premier League. As I said, we know his quality. It just hasn't worked out at United. And I think for all parties, it would make sense for him to leave the football club. And I think that's something that Manchester United and Amorim can agree on. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Garnacho. Would you like him to stay? Would you like him to go? The decision has been made. I know a lot of fans will be frustrated about it, but he does have some good qualities. And listen, we definitely can replace him. I think if you do sell Garnacho, you bring in Buemo, you got Cunha, who are more suited to the system. You've obviously got hopefully save some money and get some money in for Gyökeres. Would be absolutely perfect. But yeah, it's looking like Garnacho is going to leave. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Jean-Philippe Mateta. Now, coming in from Sky, obviously, he is close to agreeing a new contract with Palace. However, he could be expected to leave for as little as £35 million. Now, Mateta is 27, very experienced striker, has had a great bit of form under Glasner, and is an absolute lethal striker. He's got great hold at play, prem experience again. So United looking in the Premier League market, which I think will massively help us, as players will not need that adjustment period. Should I say, as long as an adjustment period to compare to players coming from Serie A or the Bundesliga or La Liga or the French league or wherever league they're coming from. So I think signing, like, we've got Cunha, and Buemo looks like he'll be coming from, obviously if he does come, will be coming from the Prem. So more experienced players. Right, and on Mateta, he has been linked to United quite a lot. The feeling is, obviously, with Palace just winning the FA Cup, I think he would stay at them for the time being. I think he definitely would see out this season. There's no doubt he's definitely up there for the striker option. But I think with them, obviously, they're in the Europa League. I just don't think he would join Manchester United at this current moment. As I said, I wouldn't mind him. I think Gyökeres, Mateta, Osman looks like he's going to Al Hilal, but they would definitely be the sort of calibre of striker I'd be looking at signing. Experienced, 26, 27 can come in, because we have the young options, Xerxes, we have Cheeto, see what happens with Højlund, who can come straight into the team. But yeah, I'd certainly look at Mateta. I mean, 35 million is quite ridiculous as a price, but yeah, that's that. On the Garnacho thing, as I said, Napoli look very interested in signing him. Premier League clubs have been interested, like Newcastle, Aston Villa, among others. Chelsea as well obviously have firm interest in signing him. But again, listen, when that story first broke in January, I think it was, that United would be looking to selling Garnacho, and Main, it's looking like Garnacho is the one who's going to leave Manchester United. As I said, I don't think it will be Napoli, but you never know, they could come back in to sign Garnacho. But at this moment, he will be leaving Manchester United. He will go to a new club this summer. It's the end of the road for him at United. Listen, he's had a good career. I think, he won the Carabao Cup, FA Cup. Had some great moments for us. I mean, that goal against Fulham, the bicycle kick against Everton. I just don't think he had the mentality to be a United player, or the attitude. He definitely had the quality, but it is very frustrating, as I said. But if you look at potential attack for next season, you'll have you've got Cunha through the door already. You've got Ahmad. You've got Bruno. Hopefully getting Mbeumo, Mainu, Xerxes, Højlund. You get Gyökeres maybe. There is potential for players to come into the team, and that's something that does massively help. But yeah, for me, I think Garnacho leaving, listen, at the start I wasn't on board with it, but now I think it makes a lot more sense why you would want a player like him to leave, with the reports that are going on around him, with his attitude to the club at this current moment. On the Mateta situation, as I said, it's one to definitely keep an eye on. I think he will probably sign and probably stay another season at Palace. With the season they've just had, he has a good relationship with Glasner, who's got the best form out of him. And I think that's what will happen at this current moment. But you never know, things can change. It can go different. But yeah, let's see what happens. But that's what's happening at the moment. That has been the latest update. Stay tuned for all the latest United news. Obviously, it's a huge window coming up for United. We're a week into the window now. We've got Cunha through the door, Bruno staying. There hasn't really been much update on Mbeumo, just we're hoping that a bid will be going in soon. And yeah, hopefully the Gyökeres situation seems to be hotting up towards Manchester United, because he would be a fantastic player for our team. But let me know your thoughts.